Alright, imagine this. You just bought a brand new smartphone. It's lightning fast, apps open instantly, videos stream flawlessly, and everything just works. A year or two later, things start to change. It gets a little slower. Maybe apps crash more often. The battery drains faster. And suddenly, it feels like your once amazing device is crawling. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Millions of people around the world have had the same experience, and it's sparked a lot of questions. Is this just natural wear and tear? Is it because apps keep getting more demanding? Or is it something more suspicious? Is your phone slowing down on purpose? Today, we're diving deep into the mystery of why smartphones slow down over time, the science behind aging devices, the psychology that keeps us upgrading, and the truth behind something called planned obsolescence. What exactly is planned obsolescence? Let's start with the buzzword everyone hears: planned obsolescence. It's the idea that companies intentionally design their products to fail or become obsolete after a certain period, forcing you to buy a new one. It sounds a little conspiracy theory-ish, right? But here's the thing, it's not a new idea at all. Planned obsolescence dates back to the 1920s and 30s. One famous example? The Phoebus Cartel. This was a group of light bulb manufacturers that literally agreed to limit the lifespan of their light bulbs to about 1,000 hours, just to sell more bulbs. And the concept stuck. Fast forward to today, and many people believe tech companies do something similar with smartphones. They get slower, glitchier, and harder to use over time, not because they have to, but because it pushes consumers to upgrade. But is that actually true? What happens inside your phone over time? Let's look at the science. Smartphones are incredibly complex devices, tiny computers with processors, memory, batteries, and more. Like any technology, they age. Here are some of the main reasons they slow down. Software updates. Every year, manufacturers roll out new versions of iOS or Android. These updates are optimized for newer hardware, not your older phone. So even though your phone can run them, it might not run them well. App bloat. Apps get bigger, more complex, and more demanding. The same Instagram app you downloaded 3 years ago has likely tripled in size and now uses way more memory. Storage clutter. As your phone fills up with photos, videos, cache data, and app junk, it slows down. Flash memory also degrades over time, making read and write speeds slower. Battery degradation. Lithium-ion batteries wear out. After a few hundred charge cycles, your phone can't hold the same power. And here's the kicker: if the battery can't deliver peak power, the processor might intentionally slow down to prevent crashes. Which brings us to one of the most controversial things Apple has ever admitted. The Apple battery scandal. In 2017, Apple was caught in what many called a slowdown scandal. Users had long complained that their older iPhones slowed down after updates. Apple finally admitted it. Yes, they were throttling performance on older phones, but they claimed it was to protect aging batteries and prevent unexpected shutdowns. The public reaction? Outrage. People accused Apple of pushing them to buy new phones instead of just replacing the battery. Apple responded by lowering the price of battery replacements and introducing a battery health monitor in iOS. But the damage was done. The incident fueled a massive wave of distrust. The business side. Why companies might want you to upgrade. Let's be real, tech companies are businesses. And businesses need to sell products. Smartphones have become so good that people don't feel the need to upgrade every year anymore. That's bad news for companies that rely on annual sales. So, is it possible they design products with a shorter useful life in mind? Yes. Some phones are intentionally difficult to repair. Some batteries are glued in. Some models don't get updates after 2 to 3 years. Even small things, like removing the headphone jack, can be seen as pushing people toward new accessories or devices. It's not always malicious, but it's definitely strategic. Psychology of the upgrade. Here's where things get really interesting. Our own psychology plays a role too. We crave new tech. There's something addictive about unboxing a new phone, testing the camera, feeling how snappy it is. Companies know this, and they play into it with sleek marketing, trade-in programs, feature envy, like better cameras or faster refresh rates. Even if your old phone works fine, you want the new one because it feels better. Sometimes, we convince ourselves our phone is slow, even if it's just a little less shiny. It's not just tech that's advancing, it's our expectations. What can you do about it? Let's say you want to hold on to your phone longer. Good news, there are plenty of ways to extend its life and performance. Here's how. Replace the battery instead of the whole phone. Clear out storage regularly. Turn off background apps and services. Use a lighter launcher on Android. Avoid installing unnecessary updates if your phone is older. And most importantly, take care of it. Use a case, avoid extreme temperatures, and don't let the battery constantly hit 0%. The right to repair movement. One major pushback against tech obsolescence is the right to repair movement. This global campaign fights for consumers to be able to fix their own devices. It challenges companies that don't provide repair manuals, use proprietary screws or tools, lock out third-party repair shops. Thanks to public pressure, some laws have started to change. Apple now offers a self-service repair kit in some regions, and EU legislation is forcing companies to make devices more reparable. It's slow progress, but it's a start. Are there alternatives? Some companies are pushing back against the cycle. Brands like Fairphone and Framework offer modular devices that are easier to upgrade and repair. You can replace the camera, battery, or even the processor, without replacing the whole phone. The challenge? Mass adoption. Most people are still drawn to flashy flagships, even if they're less sustainable. But if enough people care, that might change. Final thoughts. Is it all a scam? So, why do smartphones slow down? The answer is complicated. Yes, hardware ages. Yes, software evolves. Yes, companies make choices that prioritize sales over sustainability. But it's not always a sinister plot, it's a mix of science, business, psychology, and culture. The best thing we can do? Stay informed. Ask questions. Take care of our devices. And vote with our wallets for companies that prioritize long-term value over quick upgrades. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into smartphone aging and planned obsolescence, be sure to like, subscribe, and stick around, because next time, we might be exploring something even weirder. Like, why printers always seem to break right when you need them. Stay curious, take care of your tech, and I'll see you in the next one.